such a rookie. I forgot to welcome you to a new vlog. So here I am. Welcome to a new vlog. We have just left England, and this morning we had planned to have a shower in a public pool center, but it was closed, so we used Bikki instead. Guys, aren't you curious why I look so updressed today? Yeah, it's because I have a very important meeting coming up. I'm so excited. Of course I will show you. Just a second. I was spontaneously invited to my dear friend Moppy and his family just a few days before Christmas. It was such a lovely meeting, and I even got 2 beautiful pastries to bring back to Bikki. Another reason was also this wonderful plushie mail Moppy had sent to me from his trip to Japan earlier this year that had been returned to him. And since I no longer have an address, it wasn't possible to do a new attempt. Thank you so much, Moppy. It's beautiful things from Japan. If the Japanese plushie mail wasn't enough, he also introduced me to his city by gifting me some typical things for his country and let me have a taste of some of his personal favorite yummies. Thank you so much, dear Moppy, for these special memories I will keep forever. Morning, guys. From 7 meters below sea level. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, let me show you. Yeah, as you can see, we're not underwater. We're in the Netherlands. Yeah, I think we have to move on, so I can't speak to you more. But I talk to you later. See you. Then we found a convenient stellplatz in Bramsche, with a service station for black water disposal, drinking water filling, and electricity hookups. Longer cars like to park over there. I took the chance to keep up my editing. Meanwhile, Donkey and Buck enjoyed the Netherlands specialities. Then I got another sweet invitation. Look who is waiting for me in the window. That's right, it's dearest Paulchen. Paulchen told me he had something for me, and not one thing. Look at all these lovely clothes. Since it was Christmas Eve, we also had a Christmas picture taken. Before we watched TV, Paulchen read me a German fairy tale, and we just chilled at the sofa until it was time to say goodbye. Thank you so much, dearest Paulchen and family, for inviting me to spend Christmas Eve together with you. The next day had a little more of a nerve-wracking start. Someone were knocking on Bikki. Since I was the oldest, I took the responsibility to go and check. Oh, get ready and buckle up! Go, 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 go! Phew, I think we made it, so please don't worry. Oh, the other night when I was scrolling my phone in bed, discovering I just got mail. Since then, I was stuck at the screen. Donkey and Buck were probably wondering what was happening when seeing me reading in different positions. I had just received a book, and not any book. It was about a bear called Bean, an interactive book where you could help Bean solving different kind of missions, like coloring this picture. Then the day came when I proudly could introduce the book for my friends on Instagram. It's written by author Lauren Austin, a girl who seems to like cows, ramyun, and frogs, but not pears, purple, and nuts. She told me that Beam has been inspired on me. Do you see any similarities between us? Hehe, we have some things in common at least. By the way, if you're interested in Bean or Lauren the author, I put their Instagrams in the descriptions below. Then the winter hit us, and we were informed that the paperwork to get everything settled and our things from the moving company would take some time. At the same time, I was contacted by a friend who told me he had something for me. Since I still don't have an address, and now when we got more time just to wait, we decided to go and pick it up by ourselves. We were really driving through a winter wonderland. On the way, we stopped by at an egg farm, since I know how much my friend loves eggs. Can you guess who it is? Hehe, of course, it's dear Harold, who had made me such a beautiful Christmas present. He was so kind and helped me opening it, and I barely could believe it was true. He had knitted me such a beautiful jumper, fitted me perfectly. I also got a bear mug, which we used when chatting over a cuppa. Then I was introduced to Harold's grandpa. It was such an honor. Thank you so much, dearest Harold and family, for having me this day. The never-ending computer story. I got some questions about the failing computer trading process, so I thought I could tell you the complete story now. It started when I got to know that we were going to move. No way I could use an iMac in Bikki. I prepared it to have it trade in an Apple store in England. Unfortunately, they didn't trade in iMacs in store, so we were asked to do it online. It would take 3 to 5 days to get the trade-in box. After 2 weeks, we contacted the trade-in company again and wondered if our box had got lost. They replied they should send a new. A few days later, a box arrived. I followed the detailed instructions and sent it in. About a week later, when we had moved out into Bikki, after breakfast, I heard a delivery car arrive. I was very surprised. The delivery guy said he didn't have one, but 2 parcels for us. One was the computer, and the other one was the delivery box we had ordered just before the first arrived. I called Apple support, who only referred to the outsourced trading company, which only asserted that the computer was seen as broken because it only had the Visa amount instead of regular computer stand. but it was the way we had bought it from Apple, and according to Apple's trade-in policies, it shouldn't be a problem. Disappointed, we decided to bring it with us and try to trade it in another country. It didn't work. Instead, I changed tactic and tried to sell it online. Didn't take long until I got a buyer. 2 months and a lot of trouble later, I could finally say goodbye to the computer for a last time. We were lucky we wasn't too far away from a motorhomer tailor. We just got our home. Uki speaking. Guys, it was the moving company.